Hello there, good morning our lovely gardening friends and welcome to YouGarden TV. We are live this Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. I want to introduce you to a great friend of mine. This is Bex. Bex joined the garden shows when we did garden bargains in the last kind of 6 months.
Yeah, about December last year was when I joined the team.
Hello.
It's lovely to be here, excited.
And it's lovely to be back with our gardening friends as well. My name's Shaun Ryan, this is Bex. We are with you, we are live right now for the next 2 hours, and then an extra special treat, we are live again.
I know, 2 till 4 today, yeah.
So you get 4 hours of YouGarden today. But you might be a brand new viewer, so let's just go through some of the great things about the show, apart from you, Bex, obviously. So we've got a few things to tell you because we want you to save loads of money today, and we've got some amazing plants coming out. I feel quite emotional, do you?
I know, it's exciting being in the garden, isn't it?
It is. And by the way, you know that lovely clip of film we just saw of the nursery? That's where we are. This is our potting shed, this is our new home. And it's right in the centre of the nursery.
It is,
So we could just go outside, see all the lovely plants, pick them, bring them in the studio. But we want you to save money, and there is a free gift with every order today, and it's a fantastic gift. It's worth £5, isn't it?
Worth £5, absolutely. This is your Blooming Fast fertiliser. This makes so much feed for your plants. We're talking 100 litres. That's 20 gallons worth of feed for you to use.
Like in watering cans, that's...
about 20...
Yeah, watering cans about 5 litres. Yeah, but at least 20 watering cans.
20 watering cans full of feed. And this can be used all over your garden, okay? This is complete fertiliser. I've been using this all summer and I have been amazed at the results that I've got in here. So it's packed with important nutrients, things like nitrogen and phosphorus, so that you get healthy leaves, stems and roots. We've got potash in there for bumper fruits and flowers. It is for use all over your garden. 1 5-gram scoop of this to about 4.5 litres of water, 20 watering cans full. You're getting so much here, and it's free today.
Obviously, don't drink it, but tell your plants to drink it. In fact, they won't need telling. They just know that is so good.
Yeah, they do.
So, what you need to do to get this, there is a special code. We call it the magic key, right? It's YGTV09. When you place your order, you've got to put that code in there. Then you'll automatically get your free gift, but you'll also get loads of extra discounts as well. So, promises, you've got to do that, otherwise you won't get the promotions, you won't get the free gift, and you'll be a little bit sad. but you're all getting the hang of this right now. So all you need to do when you place an order is YGTV9. But also, now I presented the first shows just over a week ago, and I joined the club.
Yes,
because there is an amazing discount club, and it's really affordable. And if you join the club, it's only £5 if you do the annual subscription. It's that's the one to go for. That's the one to go for, definitely. Or you can do £10 for the year, but go for the £5 annual subscription because you can cancel at any time. Now the website, we've improved that as well. Stu, our head of engineering, has worked very hard. So if you ever come out of the show to order things, just on the homepage, just click back there at the top, and you'll get straight back into the show. There's also, you can see we're on air live right now. So there's always that little symbol there to click back into the show. But how do you join the club? Dead easy. So there it is. 10% off when you join our discount club. So it's called the YouGarden Discount Club. These are the benefits, and I joined last week and I'm delighted. So 10% off every plant and accessory order. So accessories, by the way, that includes compost.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
I know.
Yes.
So honestly, that is amazing. You also get 5% off every outdoor living and gifts order. Things like your lawnmowers and things like that, you'll get 5% off, which is brilliant, because I'm not being funny, if you're spending £200 on a lawnmower, that 5% discount is brilliant. You'll also get some vouchers now, £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers. You can use one of those every 3 months, and that will take £5 off your order. And you're also going to get exclusive offers, competitions, and expert advice as well. 2 options. I think last time we presented the show, pretty much everyone went for the auto renewal, because we'll let you into secret. It's £5 a year. It automatically renews, but you can cancel at any time. So that is the one to go for. Or you could go for the £10 for the 1-year membership. Now we're going to show you how the magic happens when you place an order on YouGarden TV. So we've put together a basket. This gives you a little insight into what's coming up. We've got some amazing plants of the week. First thing we're going to do though is join the club. So it says there, join our club today and save £9. Well, the club's only £5. So add to basket and it does it automatically. So there you go, you spent £5 and now we've saved £9. Brilliant. But I keep mentioning that extra special code. We do have it. You need to use this, otherwise you won't get all the best promotions. You will not get your free gift, and it is YGTV9. So we'll pop that in there like so. And now look, your total saving is nearly £69. And then you'll notice all the extra promotions have kicked in. So, you know, some of the, say, buy one, get one free. Oh, and there's your Blooming Fast as well. That's gone straight into the basket. So that's just a few things that you need to do to save the most money. Right, now we've got that out of the way. Are you ready?
Oh, let's talk about some plants, yes, shall we?
Let's get our hands on these plants. So we've got a brand new plant of the week. So this is for 1 week only. I will be honest, our plant of the month sold out.
Oh.
Yeah, I ordered it, thankfully. I got
well
mine.
done,
yes.
well done.
But we've put together an amazing plant of the week. 1 week only. Going to give you the details of these if I can, because these are the pansy matrix, and we've got the Cool Wave details on the screen actually. Oh, that's the correct one apparently. So that is the correct details apparently. 400967 14.99. You get 10 plants and you get 10 free as well, don't you?
You do indeed. There are 20 garden-ready plants included in here. Now, what you're getting with your Pansy Matrix mix, these are large flowers, okay? They're huge flowers. They've got a beautiful light scent to them. You get a mixture of these gorgeous, vibrant colours. Look at the colours that you're getting on here. And they are garden-ready, so these are ready for you to plant out. These don't need to be, you know, potted on or grown on. You can plant these out now. And what you will get from these is some great winter colour. These are, I mean, they're flowering for you now. These are going to flower for you January, February, March, when the garden is looking at its most dull. I have these in my garden. They are absolutely phenomenal.
Have you planted yours already?
Well, I haven't. So I've got some from previous, and they last for years as well. They're a perennial. They come back for you time and time again.
And I guess some of them reseed and things like that as well.
Yeah, they're absolutely amazing. To get these kind of beautiful flowers flowering in the depths of winter as well, I think is really, really incredible.
Now, you probably heard me hesitate when I gave the item number out. I was thinking, is that right? No, we have corrected that right now. I was like, So there's the correct details, 410034, and you'll get 20 plants, garden ready, postages included, at just £14.98. And look, I mean, these are so healthy. You'll know, you know, many of you are very keen gardeners. Look at those white roots.
Yeah,
look at those.
They are so very healthy plants. This is why they're garden ready, because they have been, you know, they're looked after, they're grown on, they're ready for you to plant out. You can put these into pots, you can put them into borders, you could even put them into your hanging baskets and get some beautiful displays on your hanging baskets. You can see the gorgeous mix of colours that you're getting here. It's a phenomenal plant.
You can see they'll arrive, you know, some of them might already arrive in flower and things like that.
I'm going to get that one because that's pretty.
Yeah, look at these. I love their little faces,
I do. This is why I love these. This makes me feel like Alice in Wonderland, honestly. I feel like I'm talking to the flowers when I look at the pansies. Well. That's gorgeous. Look at that beautiful face.
And you know, in the depths of winter, when it's really, you know, dark and grey, these still show their smiley little faces, and they just flower and flower and flower. And I think winter colour is so important, you know, because winter can be depressing, you know. It can be dull, but to have these happy faces, they're really hardy as well.
So hardy. And they come back for you every single year. These are perennial as well. They're kind of compact, they're nice and compact, about 20 by 20 centimetres each one of these is going to spread. But bear in mind, you're getting 20 of those garden-ready plants, so you're covering a large area with these. And
even with your winter bedding, you know, do give them a little feed. They don't need quite as much feed as your summer bedding, but you will get, if you use that magic key YGTV9, you will get £5 worth of your Blooming Fast, and that will be sent to you absolutely free. And it is honestly, People ask me, I post quite a lot on my social media, and people, and Bex does as well, and people often ask, "Oh, how do you get your plants looking so good? What do you feed them with?" It's this. Yeah,
absolutely.
Really good.
I never used to. I thought you just water them, but of course they need feeding.
Of course they do.
Of course they need feeding. And as soon as I started feeding my plants, I saw a big difference.
Yeah. How would you be if you didn't eat for months and months? So,
hungry.
It's really important to feed your plants. So that is the plant of the week. Pop it in your basket, and remember, postage is included on that as well. But come and join us, because something else we both use, and on our previous garden shows, we must have sold. I've lost count. Hundreds of thousands of bags.
Peter, the lovely, our boss here.
Yeah, that's our boss. I bet he's watching, brother. Hello, Peter.
Hi, Peter. He did do the maths on this.
You're doing okay without you, won't you?
It was a crazy number. They filled like 5 Olympics. It was insane, the amount of compost. In fact, they stopped counting at that point, because this is just one of the most popular products that YouGarden actually supply. It was always a really popular product for us, wasn't it, on that?
Yeah, on our garden shows. We will give you the details on this one, because we've got an amazing deal today. And I have to say, this sells every day, here at YouGarden. But there are kind of really busy periods, and generally it's spring and autumn, because a lot of you will be repotting things that have maybe grown too large for their pots. A lot of you will be planting out, like we're doing our winter baskets.
Winter hanging baskets,
and our pots. And we have got this today with delivery included, postage included, for £24.98. To get the discounts, you need to use YGTV9. What would be nice, we're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook, also on our website. We've made it even easier on our website, but we'd love you to be part of the show. We've got Stu, head of engineering. He can multitask unlike anybody else that I know. So he will, he'll send any messages to us in our potting shed, and we'll read those comments out. Right, Bex, why is it so good then?
Okay, there's a whole bunch of reasons why this is so good. First of all, let's talk about the texture of this. As you can see, look, I always get hold of it, I squeeze it into a ball, and then look at how this just simply kind of breaks away and falls away. That texture is absolutely incredible for all of our plants, because what it allows for is roots to get in there, to grow, to spread, to breathe, to form the biggest, strongest kind of root structure that you can get. We can see it on the pictures here. So we've done some little examples. So one grown in our amazing premium professional compost, one grown in standard compost, and you can instantly see the difference with that root structure. The plant that's going to do the best above ground right now, they look fine, don't they, both of them? But as it gets bigger, as the plant grows, which one is going to give you bigger, better flowers or more bumper crops of fruit? Which one is going to be able to deal with differing weather conditions?
And
of course, it's the strongest root structure.
And actually, because of climate change, you never know what you're getting now.
No.
It's really random, isn't it, the weather? And as you say, you need the plants to have strong root systems so they can cope with maybe, potential drought, so they can cope with those strong winds, so they can cope with, all of the everything that Mother Nature seems to throw at our plants now.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's that texture is made up of the incredible ingredients that are in here. And by the way, we call it premium professional compost because it is professional compost. This is what the nursery uses. If you've bought our pre-planted hanging baskets, this is the compost that is used here at the nursery to grow plants.
And our nursery, we call it ours now.
It's ours.
We
own it now, don't we?
I wish. But it's 11 acres, over 11 acres.
It's massive.
And YouGarden, their orders per year, we go into the millions. So, every plant that you receive grown in this professional premium compost. I want to say hello to Roger. Good morning. Roger just tuned in.
Morning.
It's Mr. Gardening Shows. Spread the word, Roger, because we're live this week, Wednesday, 10 till 12 and 2 till 4, and the same on Thursday. So spread the word, because I know a lot of you missed our gardening shows. We are back. And our previous shows did really well. We had loads of orders and loads of customers, so thank you so much. So I interrupted you. So what else about the compost
all right.
bags?
So ingredients-wise, we have, and it is a perfect mix, and it's the same mix each and every time. That is one thing you can be guaranteed of with this. We have different types of peat in here, black and white peat. That has been reduced over time because obviously we need to be a bit more environmentally friendly. It's got composted wood fibre in here, which really helps with that texture, but it also helps with even water distribution as well as water retention. We've got lime in here to balance out the pH.
The pH, yes.
We've got a wetting agent. You'll find in the compost there's these little green balls spread throughout the compost, and what that is a slow release fertilizer that's going to release that food into your plants, into the root systems, and feed those plants. Remember that this is scientifically backed, it is scientifically proven to give you amazing results, and the results that YouGarden see here at the nursery will give you that as well.
And
packaged beautifully.
Yeah. When you say packaged beautifully, Bex, come on, let's...
They're not pretty bags, but what I mean by that is that they're separate bags.
Yes, okay.
2 50-litre bags, which means that it's much easier for you to move around your garden rather than having to hump a 100-litre bag around. Sorry.
No,
that was a bad explanation,
I
wasn't
get your
it?
drift, but they do come in boxes as well.
Yeah,
so
they do.
So they are easier to stack as well. So we have got our premium professional compost. Add it to your basket, pop in that, say, magic key code YGTV9, and you will get all your discounts, and you will get £5 worth of blooming fast as well. Good morning to everybody, by the way. So
Good
nice
morning.
to come in. Shall we go back to some plants there?
Yes, please.
Yes. Come and join us over here because we have now got our Primrose Benelli bicolour, and these are absolutely gorgeous. In fact, last time I had them on the show, they weren't quite coming to flower. There were some buds forming, but now
we've got some. Look
at these. I like this one, don't you?
Yeah, they're so pretty.
I'm going to take one of these out back.
Go for it.
Right?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. So this is how they come to you, okay? This is the garden ready packaging. And you're getting 30 of these included in this deal here today. They are absolutely gorgeous, the colours that you... He's destroying it already, look. Completely destroying this there.
It's all right. They're quite robust, though.
They are robust, don't you worry.
I love the bicolour, don't you?
I love the bicolour mix
word.
that you're getting included in here. So these are your hardy primrose mix, which is going to fill the garden with beautiful bicoloured blooms. I love that, the one that you're showing there, that edge, that kind of outlining to it. It really makes the colour stand out when you've got that outline of colour on there. It's got a compact growing habit. We're talking very similar to your, the pansies, 20 by 20. But the big thing about these is the amazing winter colour. You can see that they're in colour right now. They're in bloom right now. And these are going to flower for you all the way through those winter months. November, December, January, February, March, into April, you will get colour from this. Another amazing thing, though, is they're perennial, so they'll keep coming back for you.
And you can even, as they get bigger, just divide them and split things like that. But look at the value. You're getting 30 for £19.97. Club members obviously get you 10% off. I'm going to urge everybody to join the YouGarden discount club. But they are garden ready. These want to find a home right now. We will aim to dispatch within a week, by the way. So you will be getting these in the early start of September, which is a perfect time to plant these, of course, as well.
They're ready to go.
They are.
Ready for you to plant out. And so I never used to do much during the winter. I thought gardening was all about summer, You can't do much in the garden in the winter. But actually there is so much that you can do in your garden in the winter to provide that colour. When it's looking really dull outside, to have a bit of colour in your garden. And that is what these will give you.
And just to look out of your window, maybe you get lucky enough to have a conservatory and see that colour. But, even I'm a bit mad in the depths of winter. No, you're the same. I'll still get up and wander around the garden.
Oh, absolutely.
I love it,
First job in the morning, every single morning, I go and have a little wander around the garden. And that doesn't matter whether it's summer, autumn, spring, winter. I am out there every morning just having a little look around.
I'm just the same. And my mum, I learned to garden from my mum and my grandma, and we all do that, It's just a lovely start to the day. And don't forget, if you'd like to order... Actually, we since our last shows, we've improved things. I thought we got off to a great start, I have to say. We had lovely feedback from you wonderful gardening friends. But we've made things even easier. So remember, to get back into the show, if you're shopping and putting things in your basket and you need to get back in the show, there's a big banner at the top now. And all you do is click onto that and it takes you straight into the live show. And you can, maybe you've got 2 devices, but remember you can stream us on YouTube. Facebook, and live on our website as well. And what I'm going to do, because I didn't know how to do this, but our head of engineer, I love calling him that, don't you, Stu? He is, you know, he's brilliant. He's amazing. But also on my social media page, I'm going to do a live stream as well. So it makes loads of ways of finding YouGarden. If you've got 2 devices, you can watch us on one and order on the other. That would be even easier. Right. Shall we go? Oh, I've got these in my garden.
I love these.
Have you got these as well, Bex?
I haven't, but I want these.
Today.
I might just get these today. These are absolutely amazing, the bloodgrass.
Jenny and Craig, who are in charge of all the samples in the show, just keep your eye on these. Make sure they come back. So you're going to get 3 of these, and that is amazing value. We're talking about just £19.97 for 3. Yours may arrive. Some of ours have been given a little trim. That is great, because that means they're going to grow back even bigger and even stronger, but that's how they're going to arrive to you. But this is what they will become. And they are, I mean, this red, Bex.
Oh, it's fiery red as well.
I like red. I think red's a good colour.
I like a bit of red as well.
Oh, yeah, your husband's red, isn't it?
Yes.
Red, yeah. He is, yeah. So look at the way you're caressing these. Like, bit of red. But in the garden, they do look spectacular, don't they?
The wonderful thing about these, and ornamental grasses, they're really, really popular at the moment. And you don't just need you'll see them in gravel beds and things, but you can put these absolutely anywhere in your garden. Beds and borders and things like that. The best thing to do with your bloodgrass is plant these in full sunshine, because the red and the burgundy that you can see on here turns into a fiery red colour. If you plant it in as much sun as possible, you will get the reddest red from these. God. It is one of the most stunning of the ornamental grasses.
And you look at how wonderful that red is.
Look at it.
Yeah.
And then when that's moving in the breeze, honestly, and I think this is why ornamental grasses have become, really popular lately, because it provides that lovely movement in the garden. Just a little bit of breeze, and those leaves are kind of moving around. It creates a lovely sound as well while that's moving. I think these are stunning.
They're really easy.
Ridiculously easy to grow. Perennial, coming back for you year after year. All you have to do is they sort of die back a little bit, but all you need to do is cut the tops off like we have done with these, and now's about the right time to be doing that. And then they come back for you next year, and they are absolutely glorious. They even have some flowers on them about June, July, August time as well.
And I've got a fairly new garden. It's only 3 months old, and not a YouGarden, a new garden. And I got a lot of weeds in the first few years, because it was all any gap weeds came up. So these have been great at just filling in the gaps, adding structure. Those wonderful reds, as Beck said, unlike me. The sun doesn't like me being.
Yeah, very true.
My friends call me half ginger because I've got like the red beard and then the dark hair. But these love the sun, don't they?
They absolutely adore the sun.
Them.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you've got a shady area and that's where you want to put them, by all means, you can put them in a shady area. But we're just saying full sun if you want to get that really deep blood red colour from them. That's where you're going to get the best results. But they will happily live in a bit of shade as well, no problem.
And postage is included. So don't forget, if you order these, $19.97 is all you pay. Just to remind everybody, because I know we've got loads of new viewers watching us, you do need to put in that code at the bottom when you place your order. It's really important, because we have special discounts for the live shows. And without that code, you won't get the discounts, you won't save as much money, and you will get your free gift with every order. Blooming fast, that will make 20 watering cans of premium plant food. Just use that code YGTV9, but also you get loads of the discounts as well. And if you join the club, it's £5 annual subscription. You can cancel at any time, you get 10% off everything. I joined the club last week and to get all the discounts. It's that easy. It will tell you how to do it as you place your order. Most people have gone for the auto renewal, and I'll tell you why, because you can actually cancel at any time. So you might as well just go for it. It's a £5 for the year, and it was £20, and that will give you 10% off every plant and accessory order. That includes your compost. So today you'd save $2.50 on your compost alone. 5% off every outdoor living and gifts order. That's things like garden machinery and things like that. You're going to get £20 worth of vouchers. So get that. You're paying a £5, you'll get £20 worth of vouchers. You can use those every 3 months throughout the year, and you're going to get exclusive offers, competitions, and expert advice as well. Right, we've still got so much to show you. So nice to be back, isn't it? Do you like our new home, then, Bex?
I love the potting shed. It's so cosy in here. I really like it.
It's so much better than our previous studio, I think. Isn't it? Yeah. This is real. We're in the middle of the nursery. It's fantastic.
Love it.
But one of the top sellers, in fact, I mean, we had huge shows over the bank holiday weekend, and the orders that have already gone through for these tulips, amazing. A huge amount. I ordered these as well. I think these are very sophisticated. The colour palette is just divine, isn't it?
I love purple. Is my absolute favourite colour. I've got so many purple coloured and blue coloured plants in my garden. I've seen there's this gorgeous garden, excuse me, just around the corner from where I live, and they have purple and white. Purple and white. Everything is purple and white, and it looks absolutely stunning. And that is what you're getting with your tulip purple paradise mix. Absolutely incredible, stunning beauty in here. Can you see those lovely ruffled edges that you're getting on some of these? It's called fimbriata.
That was the word. I could not remember that word. Fimbriata.
Fimbriata.
Yes.
I think that is a beautiful take on the classic tulip shape that you're getting with these. This is a bestseller this year. It was a bestseller last year. I'm sure if it was here the year before, it was a bestseller then as well. You absolutely adore these. We adore these as well. They are your classic, iconic spring bulb. Now is the time to be thinking about spring bulbs, because we want to start planting those out any time from now through September and into October. So now is the time to get your hands on these. They love a bit of sunshine. They're fabulous as cut flowers. They are fully hardy, and they will come back for you year after year, because these are perennial plants as well.
And I want to show you the quality of the bulbs. There they are. Now, if you've ever bought bulbs before, sometimes you buy a bag of bulbs, you open them up and a couple are mushy, which means that they're not going to flower. They're on the way to, they're rotting. You might get different size bulbs, and some bulbs will be too small to produce a flower. With YouGarden, this mix, every bulb has already got like an embryo of the flower inside there. So you should get 25 gorgeous tulips from those 25 bulbs. People often ask me, how deep do you plant them? And Peter, who obviously owns YouGarden, he gave me a great tip, and he said, look at the size of the bulb. That's probably about, I'm going to say 3 centimetres, and then plant this 2 to 3 times its depth, basically. That's a simple rule, isn't it?
I often work on double the depth for planting bulbs. I mean, obviously they all come with their own little... But you know what? Bulbs often, they will just right themselves.
They will.
Sometimes you don't know which way round to plant them. A good tip here is plant it on its side. It will honestly...
I never thought that,
Genuinely.
Hedge your bets.
Hedge your bets. It will find its way up. Don't worry about it too much. But a top tip, normally
2 to 3 times
approximately double the depth, and you'll be fine.
And Peter told me last time I worked with him that bulbs have an amazing way of, as Beck said, of right themselves. So if it's too shallow, the roots will pull itself down a bit, and if it's too deep, it naturally pushes up a bit as well. But with tulips, point a bit upwards.
Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely.
But they're really great quality. And at $11.99 with postage included, fantastic. And bear in mind, you will get, so I nearly pulled it off the board there, you will get your £5 worth of Blooming Fast as well with every single order today.
Put that code in. Don't miss out on that.
And the code is Bex.
YGTV9.
It certainly is. Nice easy one. I think nearly everyone on our previous shows did use the code, thankfully.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's well worth doing it, and you will use that plant food. And if you haven't been feeding your plants, honestly, start doing it. You'll see a big difference.
Those tulips, I ordered them. Seriously, I did order them.
That's less than 50p a bulb, isn't it? Because postage is included. That's less than 50 pence per bulb.
You're on the ball this morning, Bex.
All right.
Considering you've had 8 weeks off work. I know. I thought you might be a bit rusty, but not at all. Right, on the money today. Let's go to our next item. Talking about on the money, this is amazing value. If you want to do a huge display of spring flowering bulbs, and these work great with the Purple Paradise, you are going to get, is it 300?
300. So this is, I mean... We call it the complete spring flowering bulb collection, and it really is complete. If you're going for your Purple Paradise tulip mix, add these in as well. Yes, there's a bunch of tulips in here, but you will get such a beautiful mix. Look at all of those ones you can see on there.
I'm just going to check with Stu. Is that $12.99 correct? For
three screen then.
For 300
for 300 bulbs.
Seriously?
I hope so.
300 bulbs at $12.99.
I can't do the maths on that, but that's pennies per bulb, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, you can't work it out off the top of your head. I'll have to get a calculator.
It's about 4p. I can actually. It's about just over 4p a bulb.
Is it? Well done, you.
I make it something like 4.25 pence a bulb.
That is incredible.
Anyway, just over 4p a bulb. Absolutely ridiculous value for money. And as you said, this is your complete spring garden.
Yeah, well, this is going to transform your garden. That's the headline with this particular collection here. So you're getting 7 different varieties in here. You're getting 80 of the Iphion, the star-shaped, silvery, blue scented flowers. 30 of the Triumph tulips. Those are the mixed colours. Those are your classic tulips.
And we're looking at the alliums on the screen.
Oh, you get 80 of the allium mole. Those loose-coloured, loose clusters of bright yellow. You're
Crocus
getting
on the
50
screen.
of the allium neapolitanum. You're getting 30 muscaris, 15 crocus, 15 of the miniature May daffodils, and I said the tulips and the Iphion as well. So there are so many in here.
I do not know how you get that value. Now again, to get that $12.99 price, you've got to put that code in there, YGTV9. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just want
we don't want you to miss out.
No, we want all of our gardening friends that have followed us over to YouGarden TV. We want you to get the best value, and that is amazing. And what I love when you plant spring bulbs, you know, you plant them now. I'll be honest. Sometimes I've even planted them kind of December, January.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
and they still.
Yeah, they come
still
up a bit late, but they're happy to. You know, they're still happy to be planted. Somebody once said to me, they're better in the ground than in a bag. You know, so get them in the ground. But you know, if you order them now, you've got plenty of time to plant them. And what is so lovely, you kind of sometimes forget what you planted, and then as spring appears, they start to come up, don't they?
I love it.
And
That's
it's so
exciting.
joyous.
It's so exciting. I'm rubbish at labelling anything. I never do. And then these things start popping up, and I'm like, I have no idea what I planted there, and it's so exciting. But the thing with this is, so they all come to you. You can see them here. They're all in their own little bags. They're all labelled. So you know exactly what you're planting where. So what you could do is, as we were showing you on some of those pictures, you could plant just, you know, those in one pot and those in one pot.
Yeah.
Or if you've got an area, mix all of these up together and plant them in the ground, and you'll have the most gorgeous display and mixture of all of those different bulbs all coming up. Oh,
I'm excited
February through
to
to June.
about those.
Flowers.
And if you are buying
amazing.
any of the, you know, the Pansy Matrix, the Primrose Benelli, or any of the winter bedding, you know, in pots. You know, whenever I do pots and winter hanging baskets, I always put, obviously my winter bedding in there, but I always put bulbs in as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it really fills out hanging baskets and pots. $12.99 630 050. But can I just say good morning? Lovely to have your company. We're live from the YouGarden Nursery. We've landed dream jobs, haven't we?
Don't tell anyone.
No, seriously, this is so lovely for us because we're both very passionate about gardening. And we're in the middle of the nursery now, in our potting shed. It's better than ever. We've got, I mean, I think the deals are even better than our previous garden shows because we're working directly with the company that brought you all of those plants on our gardening shows for many, many years. So YouGarden always provided the plants on our shows, our garden bargains, which many of you watched for years and years. YouGarden were the providers of the plants, and now we're working directly with them from the nursery, so things are better than ever. But we better go back to, because our plant of them sold out. That's how busy we've been. So we have now got a plant of the week. We kind of we've said it's for a week because we don't actually think it's going to last any longer than a week.
No,
and
we
it's
don't.
our Pansy Matrix 20 plants. The RRP $19.98. Your price today is $14.98. And these are, I mean, Bex, these are garden ready. Look at those roots.
Well, that's why I pulled this one out for you. I mean, I pulled them out at random. These are not pre-selected to be the best samples. These are indicative of what you are going to be receiving. They are properly garden ready. Garden ready is always one of the most popular things we bring to you because, you know, you don't need to do much. You just need to plant them out, give them a bit of water and let them do their thing. 20 of these included. They are in flower. They are ready for you to put into your garden, into your borders, into your pots, and what these are going to provide you is some of that much needed winter colour. Now our gardens are still in full bloom. They're still looking absolutely fantastic, and I'm sorry to say it, but the time is coming where those blooms are going to start fading.
Well, I'll be honest, I mean, my garden still looks, bits of it, well, look really good, but some of my pots,
you can see some of them are going.
They're beginning to go like, you know, I've had enough now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it is that time. We're heading into September on Friday, isn't it? Yeah.
Where did that go?
Well, What, the summer?
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever came.
That's true, it didn't really
Well,
come.
no, you know what, it had its moments. But, you know, now is the time to get your winter baskets and winter pots ready. Do you know what I've learned, Bex? If you plant them, sometimes I've left it a bit late to plant winter bedding. And if you leave it till it's getting really cold, it doesn't grow, obviously, that much.
No.
Because the nights, obviously, are going to get longer, the days shorter. If you plant your winter bedding now, where there's still a lot of sunlight and warmth around, it gets off to a really good start.
That's absolutely it. And this is what YouGarden have always brought, you know, when we were on the other channel and doing all the shows. And the thing that Peter always used to say to me is, what we do is we bring things that are of interest now, that you should be doing in your garden now. So I know we're enjoying the summer plants and the summer flowers and all the rest of it, but now is the time to start thinking about it. And Shaun's absolutely right. You plant it now, it gets time to kind of, you know, mature a little bit, to get some strength before the winter comes. Now, these are winter hardy. They're going to flower their socks off for you, but this is the time to be planting them so that they can get established, they can form those nice strong root structures so that you've got the best displays that you can have from this. And these are going to flower for you for such a long time. As you can see, these are flowers on here now, and they're going to flower through the winter, right through till probably May, June time for you as well. And they're perennial, so they'll keep coming back for you. They're clump forming as well, so you'll get these lovely little clumps going on.
Look at those faces. Look
I
at
think
those.
they're so pretty. I do love a pansy.
They are just smiling.
They're very traditional flowers, aren't they?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
But you can see why, because they're reliable and they're colourful. And they're garden ready. Get them in your garden now.
Yeah. And you might want to go for 2 or 3 lots of these while we've got the plant of the week price. And bear in mind, your free gift is worth £5 as well. So, and if you are a club member, you will get a 10% discount. Now, there is actually, Bex, do you want to? Yeah, we're going to go to the Pride of Madeira because it's already selling well. And I bought this last week from our first show.
Did you get it?
I did. Do you know what? Because honestly, the price on this, I do love a bargain when it comes to gardening. I do, and I could not believe the price that you get. Now, we'll be honest. If you don't put the code in, you pay more. So you've got to put in that YGTV9. But this is Pride of Madeira, and I always want to on Bex, but when we had them on the shows, they're often about £40. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big plant.
Yeah. But in fact, we can't have many of these left because I know
Surely not.
We only had a couple of hundred, so I think we're down to literally handfuls of this. But it's only if you so you put that discount code in, you get it for $14.99. Have you not got one of these then, Bex?
I have not got one of these. I think they're absolutely stunning. I'm waiting for a few things to grow in my garden before I plant anything else because I am typically one of those people who crowds everything in.
You have done the same, you know.
And then you look at it and you go, okay, that's not going to work. There's too much all planted in the sun. I'm waiting for a few things to grow before I add anything else big into my garden. I think it's beautiful, though.
It's one of the most striking plants that I've ever seen. And I've been on quite a few cruises that have stopped at Madeira, and you do see these massive Pride of Madeiras. And the flowers, they are huge on these, aren't they?
Really, really big. I mean, we're talking up to, 1.5 meters, 2 meters in height that these lovely tall spires of flowers will reach. Now, this plant comes with the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, and I don't want to downplay that at all because that is actually an incredible accolade that this has been given by the RHS. That means that it has been tested, trialled. What they do is they set up garden-like states and they test these plants to see how it will perform. If it is then given that award of garden merit, it means that it is a proven performer in our gardens. So it gives you that peace of mind to be able to take this and plant this in your gardens because you're going to get some amazing results from these. Now, this is a biennial plant, but what it does is it self-seeds, and it self-seeds freely.
Does it? Oh, great.
Absolutely. So then, as long as we don't have too harsh a winter, you've got free plants. You should never have to buy another one of these.
Oh, I'm excited about that.
It's absolutely amazing.
Babies come.
Lots of lovely little babies that you should be able to get from this. And then you'll have those gorgeous, tall, stately spires on those flowers. And this is supplied as an overwintered plant, so it is ready to flower for you in its first year.
And it's hardened down to about minus five, isn't it? I've put mine in a really sunny spot, but it's also got a little bit of shelter, so fingers crossed, I'm hoping for magnificent flowers.
Well, if you're worried about it, because I know, as we were saying, we don't know the temperatures, we have no no idea what it's going to drop to. Later on in the show, we do have Strulch on the show. So if you're worried about colder temperatures and you want to look after some of these plants, then Strulch is something that you should be keeping an eye on, because it's a brilliant mulch.
You can always give it a bit of a fleece, can't you,
yeah,
as well?
It's so easy to do.
But that price, and I mean this, I bought it, I'm not just saying that, I bought it, I bought a few actually, $14.99 is the best I've seen. But that is the very last of the stock this year. That is it, so get it in your basket. I know somebody was buying that before the show actually, and you will get a price of only $14.99, and you'll get your free blooming fast as well. But next year, send in your pictures of it flowering, be part of the show. Cherries next.
Yeah, let's do cherries.
Now, I've not seen this in about, it seems like ages.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because this is I love cherry as a fruit, I really do, but this is a very special cherry, because it's not a cherry tree, it's a cherry bush.
It's a cherry bush. Okay, so cherries, traditionally, you've heard of cherry pickers? Those things that have to go up really high, because they're called cherry pickers because you have to go up really high to be able to pick the cherries. Not with the cherry bush pothos. The cherry bush pothos is grown to be more compact. We're talking about 2 by 2 meters kind of height and spread.
So always in reach? Yeah. That's our in reach.
That's about 2 meters. What are we doing here? This is a weird
that's
acting.
That's our in reach acting. So there we go. Yeah, so there we go.
But yeah, this is going
to... household doorway, apparently,
this
2
is
meters,
going to grow into a bush. So there is no need for, cherry pickers and massive ladders and all the rest of it in order to pick the cherries off this.
And I guess it's a lot easier to save the cherries from the birds as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if they're at the top of a tree, the birds get them all, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. You can throw a net over the top of this bush quite easily to stop the birds from getting to it, and it's going to be so simple. Prolific cherry production. Look at that. Prolific cherry production you should get from this. So up to about 5 kilograms, that is £12 per year once this is established.
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I've never grown this.
No, me neither. I would love to be able to grow cherries, actually, because I do love cherries.
I love cherries, but they're so expensive in the supermarket.
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
Ridiculous.
Well, so you get many fruiting branches from this. So it kind of fruits all the way around the bush, and you'll be able to go out and you'll be able to pick those. July and August time is when you'll get the fruit from this. April, May time is when you get the beautiful flowers from this. Obviously, the wildlife are going to love those because they love a bit of blossom, don't they? This is winter hardy for you as well. Now, winter hardy comes with a lifetime guarantee from YouGarden. So what that means is if it fails to thrive in your garden, obviously follow the instructions, do what you're supposed to, but if it fails to thrive, they will replace this for you free of charge. All they ask is that you pay the postage.
Isn't that brilliant? It's a lifetime guarantee with all of their hardy plants. They're such a great company, YouGarden. We're just so delighted to be working with them. I'm proud, aren't you?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm telling everyone. lots of the people in my village have been buying plants. Seriously, watching.
Yeah.
It's great. It really is. So an absolute winner. And this won awards, didn't it, when it was first developed?
Yes, I believe it did.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, absolutely, because it changed the way that cherries were grown and picked. And that is the amazing thing about these, to be able to walk straight up to the plant, to be able to pick straight from the plant. It's incredible.
And YouGarden, as a company, they want to be as environmentally friendly as possible. Yes. So just some things here, by the way, they've got a huge reservoir, so that's cut down on watering. I think they've saved millions of litres of water a year. All the, a lot of the machinery is now electric, so like all of the lifters and things like electric. All the packaging is recyclable. But also, YouGarden really want you to grow your own if you can, because you think about, rather than cherries being shipped across the world in plastic containers and things like that, you can grow your own. This is our nursery. This is just outside our front door, isn't it?
Yeah, we're here. We can walk out there within about 30 seconds and we can be in and amongst all those plants. It's incredible here.
So you imagine when we have our coffee break and our sarnies, then we could just sit amongst the plants, can't we?
Yeah.
And there you go. So it's a brilliant company, and it's run very, very slickly. There's a reservoir. But can I just mention again the discount club? I know you're going to get the oleander ready.
I am indeed, yes.
Not that it needs, it's ready. But Bex and I and Peter McDermott, who obviously owns the company, we want you to save money. Now, I didn't even know about this discount club on our previous garden shows, but it exists. They've got about 40,000 members, actually a lot more since our live shows. And if you join today, these are the benefits. 10% off every plant and accessory order. You might think, what's an accessory? Things like your compost, your mulch, which is amazing. If you go for some of our big garden machinery, now obviously we work on very small margins on those, but we can still give you a 5% discount on things like lawnmowers, garden machinery. You will get, and this is all sent through the post, £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers. Now you can use those throughout the year, one every 3 months, but that's against any other purchases, which is amazing. So you get £20 back, and you're going to get exclusive offers, competitions, and expert advice. There are 2 options. So you can either go for the auto renewal. Now that's the best one. That's only £5. It's normally £20. It will automatically renew on a yearly basis. But do you know what? If you decide, I don't want to buy any more plants from YouGarden, not a problem. You can cancel that at any time. But that is the best one to go for. It's only £5 a year. That's the one that I went for. The other option is £10. That is for just 1 year's membership. So it won't automatically renew, and it's £10, normally £20. But if you do that, you will make some massive savings. Can I just remind everybody, because I know a lot of you just joined us, we're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and of course on the YouGarden website now as well. We made it even easier because there's a big banner at the top, and whenever you click it, you will go straight to the live show. But this is how you can save so much money today. I can see you playing with your hair there, Bex. It's because the oleander looks so beautiful. Bex is like, oh, I've got to compete with that oleander. So this is how you can save even more money live with us this morning. So join the club, £5 or £10, pop that in your basket, and it will automatically discount the plants that you're buying today. Right then, Bex, your hair's looking good, but the oleander is looking even better.
It's much nicer, isn't it?
Now these are, I cannot believe the size of this. Bex and I saw these on the nursery, and everyone looks immaculate. But
so
these
pretty.
are really big and beautiful, aren't they?
Absolutely
Wow.
gorgeous. Now, oleander, it's tricky to get hold of.
Yeah, a lot of nurseries don't sell them, do they?
They don't, because they've got to have special passports and things in order for them to be imported and all the rest of it, and they've been really difficult to get hold of. Fortunately, we work with YouGarden, who are amazing, and they have some really good relationships with their suppliers and breeders and things like that.
I mean, they've got huge connections with nurseries and breeders abroad in Italy and across Europe, and they buy in bulk as well, so that gives them massive discounts. So this one's almost a metre tall, and it's $24.99. If anyone's never grown an oleander, what do we need to know then, Max?
Okay, so oleander is absolutely beautiful. A gorgeous scent that you get from these flowers, by the way. These flowers will absolutely cover this plant, and it will do that right the way through from sort of May, June, July, August, September. As you can see, it's still in flower now.
I've had some flowering still in November. I mean, not as many, but sometimes on a mild November they've still been going.
You get a really long flowering season from this. They have the most beautiful scent. They feel like holidays. It gives it a Mediterranean feel. I know you've got a bit of a Mediterranean area in your garden, haven't you?
I call it my sort of like tropical med area, but I have. And
you've got oleander there?
I have, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
very nice.
But I've got the, I haven't got the standards, I've just got the bush ones.
Yes.
And the standards, look, you get the big long stem.
I love a stand. Right, so I actually trim a lot of my sort of tree type things in my garden into standard shapes.
Do you?
I trim the bottom because I love that kind of lollipop effect that you get from it. Some people don't like it. I absolutely love that. But you're getting that already here. To get a nearly 1 metre tall plant delivered direct to your door of something that is so very rare to get as well in this country, for the price that you're seeing on the screen there, I think is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and you might, I know a lot of you last show bought a pair of these.
Yes, please go for the pair. I love the pair, either side of a doorway, either side of the gateway, either side of your seating area. I think that symmetry is amazing.
Now, the actual foliage, and these are evergreen, the leaves are really nice, aren't they?
They're gorgeous. I love the shape of them, these kind of elongated leaves that you get on here. It does stay evergreen for you, so you will have interest on this all year round. Obviously, you then get that beautiful floral display throughout the summer months, and a long floral display as well. It's hardy down to about -5. So I would suggest giving it a bit of extra winter protection. I think it's a really good habit to get into, whether your plants are fully hardy or not. Do you know what? It doesn't hurt to give it a bit of extra protection. Grab a bag of strolch and mulch around the base. You can get fleece. I used to avoid buying anything that required winter protection because I thought it was a faff and I thought it was a hassle. But actually, I've learned over the years,
it's worth it,
not
isn't
a
it?
faff.
It's not.
It's quite easy.
And
and it's totally worth it to have something exotic like this in your garden.
Now, we always say don't eat your oleanders. There's lots of things that you shouldn't eat in the plant world, and definitely don't eat your oleanders. They are spectacular, and they do give you that feeling and sense of being abroad. And they do grow. If you've ever been, well, I'm sure many of you have travelled abroad, you do see these by the roadside. They're actually really quite resilient, so they're fairly drought tolerant.
Once they get established, they're drought resistant. You don't need to worry too much about them. They take very little maintenance. You can prune them a bit to keep them in the shape that you want them. Very, very simple to look after. But I love just them. Beautiful.
Now I'm just going to talk about postage as well. Now this is one of the biggest items in the show, right? It's big. It comes in a big box. $6.99 delivery on this. However, if you are buying several items, you'll only pay delivery once. So whatever the biggest delivery charge is, and the oleander obviously the biggest item in the show, $6.99. But you can put everything else in your basket, and we'll only charge you $6.99.
That's amazing.
So you don't pay individual postage on every item or anything like that. You just pay the one postage, whatever the highest postage on the biggest item would be.
And they're doing it right now. They're out there, packing, posting, ready to post out deliveries.
Yeah.
I've seen how they do it. It's a well-oiled operation. They absolutely know what they're doing when it comes to packing live plants to get to your door.
And YouGarden do get fantastic reviews when it comes to Trustpilot as well. So good morning, welcome back to our gardening shows. My name's Shaun. I've gardened ever since I was that high. And Bex loves her gardening too. It's our life, isn't it, gardening?
I absolutely adore it. I find it to be relaxing, calming. It's my sanctuary. It's my way of calming down when I feel all anxious. It's my way of getting away from the kids when they're doing my head in. There's so many reasons. Often. That's all the time. There's so many reasons to get out in your garden.
And we're just so delighted to be back with our live shows. So we're going to be live now every Wednesday, 10 till 12, 2 till 4, and the same on Thursday. But our potting shed, our brand new home, is bang in the centre of the nursery. And these oleanders are literally outside there. And I had a look at them last week with Peter. Well, one of my favourite plants that we've had on the garden shows for years is oleanders, and we've got some beauties here, Peter.
Well, this is a wild stocks last though, Shaun, because this is, although it looks like there's quite a lot, there's only literally a few hundred here. These are the last now until next year, but if you want oleanders in your garden, they are beautiful. In fact, the fragrance today is intoxicating. I love the fact they're evergreen. I love the fact that they're a Mediterranean plant, but you can get away with it in the UK. They're hardy to about -5. So, south of Birmingham, pretty much every year. But if you've got an exposed garden or site, then do give them a bit of protection. And of course, if you get them in pots over winter, pop them in the greenhouse, pop them in conservatory, anywhere where you can protect them from the worst of the frost.
And they do flower and flower all summer long, don't they?
They repeat flowers. So these have got, bunches and bunches and bunches of flowers that are open, plus the buds, and it just keeps coming. And these ones are in the standard form. So they're in the straight stem with a lollipop of foliage and flowers on the top. So easy to grow, hardy to -5, they're evergreen, they flower, they're fragrant, they tick so many boxes. The only thing I always say about oleanders is don't eat them because they're not edible at all, but they are fabulous, fabulous garden plants.
And again, just look at them all here, it gives you an idea of the consistency and the quality that you always get with YouGarden. Everyone is perfect.
That's what we try to do. And actually, they're grown by our growers. These are grown actually in Sicily. They're fabulous quality. They're grown literally in the heart of where they should be grown, where they're native to. But none the more, they are absolutely fabulous for growing in the UK gardens.
And Peter, occasionally I do go to garden centres, but only for like a coffee and only for cake and coffee, things like that. But you very rarely see oleanders.
You will rarely see them. I mean, they are one of those plants that we go to a great deal of trouble. We work with special growers who are able to export them from their country into the UK. It's a rarity. So get them while you can. This is the last of the stock for this year. So when they're gone, they're gone.
And as ever, you can find them on the YouGarden website. And we do have them on many of the TV shows, which is yougarden.com/TV. Isn't it amazing? You saw all of those oleanders there, and they're all pretty much identical. All of the same quality. If they don't make the grade, there is a little quarantine section, as we call it. So, if they're anything less than perfect, I'm afraid they do go into quarantine. But you saw there, hundreds of oleanders, all absolutely immaculate. But if you have just joined us, good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV. We're going to be live every week, Wednesday, 10 till 12, 2 till 4, the 7th Thursday, and you get the best of shows on a Sunday as well. But every show has a special, we call it the magic key, because it's a code that unlocks all of the different offers. Your code today, this Wednesday morning, just morning, aren't we? Yes. 5 to 11. I don't know where that first hour's gone. But your code today is YGTV9. Okay, you do need to put that in your basket. What it does, first of all, it gives you your free gift, and your free gift today is the brilliant Blooming Fast. This makes 100 litres of premium plant feed. It's what I use, it's what Bex uses, it's what Peter McDermott uses. It's a multi-purpose feed, and it's so important to use this to keep feeding your plants. Even in the winter, plants do need feeding. You know, your winter bedding, things like that will benefit from a good feed. You've got all of your NPK in there, really high concentrations, very high in potash, of course, as well. And what that does is give you a fantastic all-round feed for your plants. And the value, 1 little teaspoon, will make a whole watering can of plant food. Peter puts his in his water butt as well, so he's always got feed available as well. That is worth £4.99. We do sell them, but you will get one of those free with your order today if you put in YGTV9. And so you don't need to add this to your order. It will happen automatically if you put in that offer code. And when you put in that offer code, it unlocks loads of different offers as well. So sometimes you get extra savings, you'll get buy one, get one frees. I'll show you on the website how this actually works. So we've improved our website. There's a big banner at the top, so whenever you're ordering, and if you come out of the show, you can go straight back in at the banner at the top. But this is what you do. We've got a basket together. Now, it has said there, join our club today and save £9. That sounds good. So you add the club membership to your basket. So it goes in the item. So it's £5. That's for the whole year. £5. It was 20, and that saves us an extra £9 there. So we've already saved money because it was a £5. It says, do you have an offer code? Oh, yes, we do. Of course we do. There it is. And it is YGTV9 today. Pop that in, and suddenly, hey presto, your total saving is £68.99. And can you see how suddenly everything goes, you know, loads of items go down in price. The Blooming Fast goes into your basket, which is free. So it is a brilliant way of saving even more money. That's all you need to do. We've made it, what I love about YouGarden, it's all really, everything's really well done. Peter's really organised too, you know, isn't he?
He's so organised.
He is. So
he's been doing it a long time though, so
he has.
You know, not saying he's older.
He must be in his 60s, isn't he?
He must be in his
no, Peter and I are the same age. Actually, we're only about 5 or 6 years away from that. Anyway, but anyway. That's a depressing thought.
It's all right, you don't look it. You'll always be Peter Pan as far as I'm concerned.
My nickname, they used to call me the Peter Pan of shopping TV. They've stopped calling me that now, actually.
Something's happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they call me now. Anyway, I don't want to know. But we better go back to our compost, because this has been, since Bex joined the gardening team in the last, kind of last 6 months, wasn't it?
Well, it was I was doing shows last December, and I was talking with from sort of September time last year.
Yeah,
so it's nearly a year now.
Yeah, but you really did a lot of shows in the last 6 months.
Loads, yeah.
The best-selling products on our previous shows with Garden Bargains. Compost. We've sold, it must be hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Well, it is. We know it is. And it was the best rated product as well. Why is it so good, would you say, Bex?
Okay, well, there's a few different reasons. Let's talk about ingredients first this time. So it's got some amazing ingredients in here. Now, this is what is it's made to a formula. So you'll get the same formula each and every time that you buy this. So it doesn't matter if you're buying this, now and then again in 6 months' time, you will get the same ingredients in here. We have 3 different types of peat in here, black and white peat. We know how good that is. Less than 50% of the volume of the entire compost is made up of peat.
So that has been reduced?
That has been reduced over the years, because obviously we know there's environmental issues, so it has been reduced and then replaced with other amazing ingredients that work in conjunction with each other. You can see the composted wood fibres in there. Now what this does is it helps to create an amazing texture, light, friable, airy texture, which then allows roots to get in there to breathe, to grow, to spread, to form the best root base possible. We've got a slow release fertiliser in here. We've got lime in here to balance out the pH. We've got a wetting agent in here. The composted wood fibres allow for even water distribution, which is really
that is
important.
Yeah.
So important, particularly if you're using it in baskets and
I was going to say,
pots and things.
I use this for my hanging baskets.
Yeah.
The pub, me and my other half got a pub, and it makes such a difference.
It does.
You know, occasionally when I've run out of compost and had to buy something else, it's only once in a blue moon. But you water the basket and it all flows over the side.
Yeah.
Not with this, you know.
Yeah, that's happened.
So if you ever used a different compost, you often find that dries out very quickly. Not with this.
The texture is amazing. I don't mind getting my hands into this. The smell of it is glorious, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's made fresh and it's delivered into the nursery, ready to be dispatched. It comes in, I think, it's a weekly basis. It comes in and it all goes back out again. It's not been sat on pallets in bags, for months on end. When you open it, it is this texture. Yeah. It's not all soggy and claggy and horrible. Yeah,
sometimes, other compost, you open it up and it's all dark and it's got, it's clogged together, smells bad.
This smells
it's beautiful,
so good.
Peter McDermott sleeps on this sometimes.
Yeah.
Better compost. I know it does. You know that, and what is so lovely, now for club members, you'd get this at $22.50.
That's amazing because you get that extra discount.
Yeah, you get 10% off.
That's incredible.
For members. So stock up now. I know a lot of you will be getting your winter bedding ready. I'm talking about winter baskets, pots. You might be repotting plants as well because they've grown so fast. But you get 2 big 50-litre bags today. The recommended retail price is £42.97, and postage is included. Now, something that Bex and I both love are aces. I've got several aces in my garden.
So have I.
I haven't got this one.
I think I've got this one. I'm pretty sure that I have this one.
I wish I'd planted this one because I've got a whole row of aces.
Have you?
I'm sure I could squeeze one in.
You can squeeze one in.
This one actually goes slightly pink, doesn't it?
It does. They've got the picture there behind you. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. You've got this gorgeous kind of variegated leaf on here as well. So in the colder ends of the season, you'll have these beautiful kind of green leaves with the variegated creamy edge to them. But then it's going to go this beautiful salmon pink colour as well. I am Acer obsessed. I love Acers. I think I've got a thing about miniature trees. I'm starting to grow bonsais.
Are you?
I'm going to get into bonsai. But I think that's why I love Acers so much. I know they can grow quite big, but they still look like miniature trees, and I think that's why I love them.
And there's a delicacy to them, isn't there?
They're calming. I find they're serene. I have moments of serenity around them. Now I've created this wonderful area at the front of my house where it's a bit shady, gets morning sun and then it goes a bit shady. So I've got Acers, and then down the bottom I've got hostas. So the mixture of the two, because of the leaves on here and then the lush leaves of the hosta, they work absolutely beautifully together.
I just get like a little bit of a tingle when I look at this because they are so
They're
beautiful.
so pretty.
Aren't they?
The leaves on them, I think, are delicate and graceful.
Yeah.
The way that you'll see them in kind of Oriental-inspired gardens.
I always think of calming and tranquility with Acers, don't you?
Totally. Now, they are deciduous. They will drop their leaves, but I don't mind that with these because I think the bare trees themselves actually provide beautiful interest. Ridiculously easy to look after. They are winter hardy. You don't need to worry about these. They will last over the winter, and then you'll see the leaves and they kind of like unfurl. They're really pretty how they unfurl from the branches.
Yeah. And in autumn they're spectacular as
well. They are
totally
spectacular. And with this one, as with a lot of Acers, you are getting that colour changing quality to the leaves as well.
Now,
that salmon pink is beautiful.
I would say, and I learned from past experience, I had a lovely Acer in a pot. When I moved house, for some reason, I was really busy and I had lots of plants in pots, and I put my Acer right in the middle of an exposed part of the garden.
No, don't do that.
On my word, seriously, and it was windy, and it did survive, but it was literally, it had the shock of its life, and it was shredded. They hate being in the wind.
They do not like it in windy areas, so they don't mind a bit of sunshine, they don't mind a bit of shade. You can have it in a shady spot.
Semi-shade is best,
Semi-shade is best, not full shade, semi-shade. And some full sunshine they don't mind, but the most important thing is have it in a nice sheltered area. So, I mean, the ones that are out the front, I'm going to have to move those because it'll get really windy out there. The ones at the back I've got in the corner, so that's lovely because it's nice and sheltered. So do that, otherwise they will take a while to recover.
They really hate the wind. So that's the only thing.
And then you can, as with a bonsai, which is what I'm doing, you can actually train the branches if you wire them.
Oh, we've never done that.
Do that in future.
Look at you.
You can wire. So I've done it with one of them where the branches were starting to cross. So what I've got is anodized aluminium wire, and then you can gently put the branches in the directions you want. It's beautiful.
So you've had 8 weeks off work.
I've been in the garden the whole time. It's been lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't earned any money, but I've been in the garden, which is great.
Who cares? So we would love to hear from you, by the way. So if you want to, if you want to send us a message, we're streaming live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and also live on the YouGarden website as well. Or if you want to contact either of us on social media, I'm Shaun, SHAUN, Ryan, let me get this right. Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man. And you're on social media, of course, as well.
I am, Bex Edwards, my garden home.
Yes.
Come and find me.
So come and find us. Let's be friends and talk gardening.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll also, we'll give you updates about YouGarden, when the shows are coming up, special offers and things like that. And you get to see our gardens as well. Which, yours is looking amazing. You've had 8 weeks off.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Right, we're going to go back to the very, very popular Purple Paradise.
Yeah, of course.
Tulips.
Always a favourite.
Are spectacular. Oh my word. I love tulips, and there's so many amazing varieties, but I think these are really classy. And you were saying earlier, purple and white.
Yeah.
I know when we celebrated the Jubilee, the colours were purple and white and silver, and I did that colour palette for our pub garden.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, it did look good. The pub looked really upmarket. oh, this is a bit posh pub. But yeah, purple, white. You could put a bit of silver leaf in there as well. Look amazing. But tell me about the varieties. What's the fruity edge called here?
It's called Fimbriata.
Figuring that Fimbriata.
Fimbriata, yeah, that's this one here. So where you get that lovely filigree edge going on here.
Gorgeous.
And that is really desirable. So you get that Fimbriata edge to the classic tulip shape that you're getting in here. A lovely mix of those purples as well. That kind of deep regal purple with the kind of more pinky purple going on and the slightly lighter colours. It's an absolutely beautiful mix. 25 bulbs in there, less than 50 pence per bulb in that particular selection. Fully hardy, perennial plant, going to come back for you year after year after year. Ridiculously easy to grow. You can then use them as cut flowers as well. You can put them into pots, you can put them into borders. Sometimes what I do is I put them in pots, but then what I'll do is once they've finished flowering and they've died back down, I then take them out of the pots and I plant them into the borders, which then means your borders just get bigger and better every single year, and you've got your pots available to do something else with.
And I know bulbs, some bulbs can look a bit messy when they die down, but tulips don't mind being lifted, actually.
They don't.
No.
Yeah, I mean, some of them with every bulb you should leave them for the stuff to die down. Tulips aren't as fussy.
Well,
at all.
I do lift.
I lift the whole thing.
The whole thing, and I put them on trays and just let them dry out naturally.
Too.
But they are spectacular. And they have sold a lot of the stock. Did go on our previous shows. I want to talk about the bulbs though, because when you buy bags of bulbs, sometimes you think you've got a bargain, and then you open up the bag and you get all that. You're right,
falling over.
I
think I've had too much coffee.
Yeah, we did have a very strong coffee before
we did,
the show.
Didn't we?
But the bulbs that you'll get with YouGarden, they're specially selected. These are Dutch grown, and look at the size. Every bulb is of a very similar good size. There's no small bulbs that are not going to flower. Every single one of these has got the embryo of a tulip already in there. All it needs is planting and it is ready to go. And there's no, we opened up this bag just for the show. There's no, sometimes you get mushy bulbs and they're not going to flower. They're just on the way to rotting and sadly never flowering again. Everyone is amazing quality and a really, really good size. So from the 25 bulbs, you should get 25 stunning tulips. What some of you doing are buying 2 or 3 lots of these. You might even want to use them for cut flowers as well. But this selection is so regal. It's immaculate, isn't it?
It is immaculate. It's one of my absolute favourites, and it is one of your favourites as well.
Yeah, it's been a bestseller in the past, hasn't it?
Always a bestseller, this one. Every time that YouGarden have brought this, and whatever channel they've been broadcasting via, this one has been a popular bestseller.
And if you're a brand new viewer today, hello, by the way, good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV. We're in our potting shed in the middle of the nursery. Your free gift today is the Blooming Fast the best plant food that we've ever used. I think this is as good as the compost. You know, I think the two work brilliant
100%,
together.
yeah.
And it's worth £5, $4.99. It will make 100 litres of plant food. That's about 20 watering cans.
Yeah.
You know, amazing. You'll get that with the tulips. So that's worth $4.99. The tulips are $11.99. It's like getting the tulips for £7 in my head.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. Now, something that I'm gonna boast now.
I'm gonna boast as well.
Have you got verbena as well?
I've got the verbena too. I'm going to have to get some pictures. I'm getting told off for not sending pictures.
I sent in my pictures.
Oh, well, you get a gold star.
Do you know what? This is the first time I'd grown verbena bonariensis.
Me too. Me too.
So there I am. I planted this border this year, okay? The verbena is from YouGarden.
Yeah.
That was a random border. I literally had lots of bits and pieces. I put it all in there.
Look at that view.
I know. I know.
Sorry,
I'm very
verbena,
lucky.
but also look at that view.
Oh, that's just...
That's amazing.
That's not veil, that's just a green screen.
Okay.
No, no, it is. I'm very lucky. I live out in the country.
Nice.
I'm there with the sheep. They do. I love the sheep, but my word, they woke me up this morning.
Did
But,
they?
but that's quite a harsh border. We've got this patch in the
Yeah.
back, right, and it's really harsh. I'll be honest. It was supposed to be finished with a glass balcony, and we never got round to it. Well, we ran out of money actually. So because it's a new house. But I just softened the edge with the verbena bonariensis, and do you know what? It looks beautiful, and it just gently waves in the wind. The bees, the butterflies love it. I've got lower things out on the, growing lower down amongst it. But what I love it's not invasive, and it doesn't kind of just create massive clumps. It's delicate. Some people refer it to the lollipops of nature because they're like little lollipops, aren't they?
Well, the wonderful thing about verbena is it's used a lot in designer gardens and things.
That very famous show on the telly.
Very famous one, yeah.
Yes.
They'll use this a lot.
They do. There it is.
And it is planted in designer gardens and things. And the reason that they use this is it's stunning. The wildlife love it. It's easy to grow. But it's also the perfect plant to look through. So
exactly.
just like where you've planted it there, it doesn't create that harsh border that covers off the view to the balcony. For what's that called? Patio. Yeah. To the patio or from the patio, you can still look through it.
You're so right.
If you're planting this into your borders like I have, you probably want to go slightly to the back of the border because this is going to reach. Ultimately, it can reach 2 meters in height, and mine that I planted earlier on this year is taller than me.
Well, we need proof of this on our next show.
Next show, I will bring the picture. I'll make sure I will take a picture. I haven't got a picture. I will.
This
is amazing.
I don't mind telling you this. I actually asked for this to be on the show. Jenny, who helped put the show together, she was a brilliant job, and I said, look, can we have the verbena on? Because I only grew it for the first time this year. I bought the plants from YouGarden, and it's been one of the best investments I've ever made.
Well, it's perfect planting time right now. Okay, so there's a couple of windows where it's ideal to plant your verbena bonariensis. So now, anytime sort of, August, September, October to plant this, and then early part of next year, so sort of May, April time. So now is the perfect window in order to plant this out. What it will do is it will establish before the colder winter months come. It is a perennial, so it'll keep coming back for you every single year. It loves a bit of sunshine. It is winter hardy.
Yeah, mine's in full sun actually.
Mine's in a border where it's a little bit shady, but it gets a decent amount of sun. It is absolutely incredible. The wildlife love it. It has that Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit, so it's a proven performer in our gardens. The Royal Horticultural Society have also said it is perfect for pollinators. The bees, the butterflies, they absolutely adore this. They've been flying around mine all summer long. Honestly, it's a delight to see these. You can plant it into pots if you want to. It can grow happily in pots, but I think most of us are going to put this into a border somewhere.
And I know, so I've put it in that border that was quite harsh, but I'm actually going to put it in the main border because I love the fact that it just breaks things up. It's gentle, it just gives height, but it doesn't block things out. It's amazing.
No, absolutely, and this will form a few little clusters as well. So I think it's one that you should be able to divide over the years as well.
And friends have told me it's really quite good at reseeding as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that if I was to have a presenter pick today, it's that. Because can we just
well,
see?
we've both got it, haven't we, in our gardens?
There we are.
So
Right,
show your picture again. Go on.
Can we just show my picture again? You've got to beat this, Max.
I'm going to, well...
But can you see
I'll try.
That harsh border has been broken up beautifully.
It's gorgeous.
And if you stand on the patio and look through it, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, you can still see across the garden then, can't you?
Yeah,
That's
so
the
height
brilliant
without
thing about
inclusion.
it.
It's amazing. And you do get 3 today, and the postage is included on this as
Lovely.
well. So let me know. Do you know, I'd love to know if you're buying that today, but that is our presenter pick, 560910, 3 gorgeous plants, really established in the 9 centimetre pots, and you're going to get, of course, postage included. Right, and that's a lovely purple. Right, the Pride of Madeira, it's the last of the stock of this today, and it's been really busy. And I bought this on our last show because we were down to a couple of hundred then, so I don't think there's many left at all.
I am not surprised this is really busy because the price for this, I think, is absolutely amazing to get a plant of this size. Now, your Pride of Madeira is going to give you just... I mean, the flower spikes that you get from this plant, and it's amazing. It's as if they grow out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you'll get these kind of flower spikes on here. Now, it's a close relative of borage, if you've ever grown borage. I have borage in my garden. I love the flowers on borage. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I can see the familial resemblance once we get this picture on here. Now, it's a biennial plant, but this self-seeds prolifically. So once you have this in your garden, you should never have to buy another one again. It's winter hardy down to about -5, so it's one that you might want to give a little bit of extra protection to, but get yourself a bag of strolch. It's really, really simple to give that extra protection to these kinds of plants that need looking after. Wildlife, you can tell that the wildlife are going to love those, can't you? From those flowers, you can see that the bees and the butterflies are going to absolutely adore those. Pots, borders, doesn't matter. You can plant this anywhere.
I just cannot believe the size you're getting, but we are clearing the last of the stock. That is it. You know, for this year, this is it with the Ekin Pride of Madeira. What I love with gardening, I like to have things. I like to have all my traditional things, but I do like to have things a little bit different.
Yeah, because you want people to ask you about it, don't you?
You do. You want people to say, "What's that? Where do you get that from?"
This is definitely one of those.
And then I like to look like, you know, because I run a garden club as well, and there's some really knowledgeable people in that garden club. But I like to look knowledgeable as well. So I'm like, "Oh, is it not heard of Pride of Madeira?" But it is quite a rare plant to get in the UK. You don't often see it, do you?
No, you don't. I mean, you do find this a bit more in Cornwall.
Yes,
you'll see it down south quite a lot, but you don't really see it many other places. I agree with you. I think this will be an absolute talking point in your garden. If you plant this out, people will be asking you what this is. Where do I get one?
And I ordered mine on the last show, and I just cannot wait for next year to get these big spikes of flower. Look at those. That's what I want in my garden.
Yeah, for sure. They're so pretty.
And remember, if you put in that special offer code, you get all the discounts. Because I'm sure when I searched on the website, this was a little bit more expensive. But on the show, if you put in that code YGTV9, you'll get it for $14.99. Just some things that I do need to remind everybody of. You only pay one postage. So whatever the highest postage is, and it's normally the biggest item, the heaviest item, you only pay that one P&B for your whole order. Anything hardy has got the lifetime guarantee. So we'll replace it. All you do is pay your postage. You've got your free gift with every order if you put in YGTV9. And it's really easy and simple to order. And we are going to aim to dispatch and deliver within a week. I will be honest, on our last show, the deliveries took a little bit longer. I think we ran out of the crocus, basically. So it took a little bit of a few days to get them back in. But your orders, I know I ordered from last show, and the order did come through. It was a slight delay, but we should be able to this show, get everything to you within about a week, which is brilliant.
Lovely.
Yeah, brilliant. Right. So we do love the odd bargain when it comes to gardening. And this is a 300 bulb collection. I keep thinking that price is wrong on the screen. I keep thinking, but no, Stu, our head of engineering, he checked the price. It is honestly $12.99. If you work that out, it's just over 4 pence a bulb.
That is absolutely incredible value for money. So value for money, but what you're going to be able to do with a 300 bulb collection is transform an area for your spring flowering.
For a lot of people, that's enough for the whole garden, or even maybe your garden and a friend's garden.
Absolutely. And if you've got a bigger garden, by all means, multi-buy on this because it's such incredible value. Get 600 of these bulbs and get the most beautiful flowering display right the way through from, these can start flowering for you February and then March, April, May, June time. You're getting all of that flowering season from this. We are getting so many in here. I'm going to name them for you. You're getting 80 of the Allium Moly.
Which we're looking at right now.
Yeah, so those are the loose clusters of the kind of, those are the Neapolitana. Gentianum, the balls, the pure white balls. Then you've got the Moly, which is the bright yellow kind of loose clusters. You're getting 30 of the Muscari, which is your great hyacinths. I've got those in my garden. They come back every year. They're absolutely
great,
brilliant. Real
hard
hard workers, yeah. 15 of your crocus. Those are the purple, yellow and white mix. We're getting 15 of the miniature Mary Diamond, which is your miniature daffodils. We're getting 30 of the Triumph tulips, mixed colours, classic tulip shapes going on there. And you're getting 80 of the Iphion, which are the star-shaped silvery blue, which are beautifully scented as well. 7 different varieties of spring flowering bulbs included in there.
I feel I need to kind of make sure everyone gets those.
I really think that. I mean, okay, you've got your verbena. I'm having this and the tulips. Actually, those are mine for now because this is the time to be thinking about this.
Not even thinking about it. It's time for planting, isn't it?
Absolutely, you want to be planting out. I mean, you can. You said earlier we both planted bulbs later, right through to November, December.
I did it early January. I'm ashamed to say.
Yeah.
Not all of them. Just a few that I've not got around to plant it. They still came up. They're just late, which is quite nice to have late flowering.
But your perfect time is now.
Yeah, it is.
We are still enjoying the summer gardens. We're still enjoying those summer flowers, but now is the time to be planting out and thinking about your spring flowering. So those are what to go for.
And do you know what? As gifts, just plant them in pots and give them as gifts, you know? Because it always amazes me when people just buy, you know, in the springtime you see, you know, the supermarkets, the garden centres, they'll have 3 little bulbs in a pot and they'll charge you $3.99 for it, you know? I'm
all for live gifts now, actually. In fact, one of our friends the other day, it was her birthday, and I took round one of my... oh my God, I've forgotten the name of it. I grow loads of them. They're good for sunburn.
Aloe vera?
Aloe vera!
Yay! Good. Right,
I grow aloe vera. I've got like 20 of them,
really?
and it keeps having babies, so I keep potting up the babies, and now that's my gift to somebody.
What a lovely
living
idea.
gift, plants. Yeah. Brilliant.
Fantastic. Right. Look, Bex hasn't worked for 8 weeks. That was, you know.
I think I've reached an age.
Oh, have you? Oh, yeah.
I think it's brain fog.
Yeah. Let you off. I occasionally forget plant names. It's really bad. I run a garden club in our village, and sometimes I'm at a blank and I'm like doing a little speech. I'm like, oh my word. And I'm supposed to be the chairman of this garden club, you know. But anyway, we all have those moments. I think it's normal. My mum makes names up.
Does she?
Yes. So
she's allowed to.
For some reason, she's 82, bless her, but she's got some hibiscus. We had them on the last show, but she calls them Iaxis. I don't think that word exists, but hey, Mum, hello. I've got my mum new TV so she could watch us on YouTube. So hopefully, hello, Mum, because she really
morning.
She missed the garden shows, you know. Yeah. She missed the Sundays.
I think a lot of people did.
They did. So I know you missed us as well, but we are back. And Peter's obviously part of the team. Bex was doing the shows for last year, and she's back with us. And I presented the show since I think about 2000 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes. I was a child presenter on the channel. Right, let's go back to our polyanthus, because these are the spring fever. This is a new variety for the show, isn't it?
New variety, garden-ready plants. 30 of them included here. So you're getting 3 of these trays. These are garden-ready, so 10 in each of those trays, and there are 3 of them for you. Perennial plant, easy to grow. This is the latest and the best polyanthus around. These are the kind of... I love the kind of...
The flowers are big.
They look like they've been arranged like that, don't
they?
They look like posies that have been arranged,
do.
but that is how they grow. They're absolutely incredible. Prolific flowering displays every single year, because this is a perennial. That luscious deep green foliage means that those gorgeous yellows and creams and whites are standing out so proud above that kind of, you know, deep green foliage. You get that range of jewel-like colours included in there. They love a bit of sunshine. They don't mind a bit of part shade either. Winter hardy, flowering for you right the way through from November time all the way through to April next year. So again, another one that we should be thinking about planting out now. Now is the perfect time. Plant them so that they can get a nice strong root structure, and then they will reward you with those gorgeous flowers whilst we've got those cold, dark winter months when nothing else is going on. Window boxes, this will be amazing. So when you're looking out into your garden, they're right there, right in front of you.
And I've got some areas of my garden where I've got trees, and they're really quite shady, difficult areas, and they love it there. They really do. You know, I do use them in the pub garden as well. As Beck says, they do flower all through the winter, and they do get bigger, so you can divide them as well. You know, I'm quite a rough gardener actually.
Yeah. Do you know what I've learned? Well, this is the thing I've learned. You don't have to be soft and delicate with everything.
No, not always.
Just give it. The thing about gardening is give it a go. So I've got these beautiful standard rose bushes. One of them just went all leggy and horrible. Do you know what? I hacked it right back. The new growth is coming through. It's amazing. So Mother Nature is absolutely incredible.
But I've divided these before. I've really pulled them apart.
Yeah, you can.
But they're pretty tough things, the polyanthus. But you're going to get 30 for 1997. 30 of those, working out about 66 pence a plant. Let's just show the root system, because here at YouGarden, and we're live right now from our brand new home, our potting shed. I wish my potting shed was as big as this.
I know, me too.
But look at the quality of the plants. You know, the root system is there. Everything is ready to be planted straight away. So you don't have to grow these on. They are garden ready to put in beds, borders, hanging baskets, pots, and giving you that fantastic winter colour. But as Beck said, these will grow year after year after year.
Yeah, love perennial plants. Now, I'm all about, yes, of course, we want summer bedding and things that are annuals, fine. Yeah. But I am all about getting as many perennials in my garden as I can possibly get. Value for money, and that is what we are bringing you here at YouGarden.
Yeah. Well, thank you to everyone, by the way.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, and we're live back today at 2 o'clock till 4.
Yeah.
Have you got a costume change for this afternoon?
Do you know, I haven't. I should have done, shouldn't I? Have you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's been doing it longer than me.
Don't expect anything flash. It's just under the shirt hanging like that. I think it might have flowers on the collar. Anyway, come and join us, because this is an absolute star of the show.
Yeah, I love this.
The value today is incredible. $24.99 on the oleander. If you're a club member, don't forget you get 10% discount. It is the biggest item in the show, and I'm going to be really honest. It's got the highest postage, because it's $6.99, which is still great. But don't forget, if you're buying this and anything else, you only pay the postage once. So your maximum postage would be $6.99, even if you went for 10 of these, and the Acer and the...
Could you imagine a whole pathway lined with those, 5 on either side?
Yeah. If you can stretch... a pathway of these would be wonderful.
Yeah,
if you can stretch to 2, one either side of your patio doors, would look absolutely fantastic. And an oleander, and these are really, you find these growing all across the Mediterranean, basically. I'm pretty sure I've seen them in America as well, but they will grow in the UK. They're hardly down to about -5, aren't they?
Yeah, down to about -5. Considering they're, a Mediterranean plant, that they love that hot, dry weather, it's incredible that they will actually grow really well in this country, and they do. They're hard to get hold of. They need special passports and things to be able to import them. I was looking back in the summer. I could not find these in any garden centre. I haven't looked recently, but it's to do with
I've not seen them anywhere this year.
It's to do with that special passport that's needed to bring them in. Look at that pear.
I know.
If you can, get a pear, please do, because that looks amazing. They are evergreen, so you will have these leaves on here all year round. So we love an evergreen plant, because obviously things can look a bit bare, and if you've got loads of deciduous plants in your garden. So this is beautiful to have this evergreen beauty in our gardens. Obviously, this will have those Mediterranean exotic looking flowers on there throughout the summer months. They're there now, and they flower from about May through to about September time, maybe even October, depending on the weather.
Again, it depends on the weather, yeah.
And they have a beautiful scent to them as well. I don't know if you saw me smelling them, but they are... Oh, they're so pretty, the smell. And they feel like holiday.
They do.
It makes you feel like you're on a Mediterranean holiday somewhere, just looking at them.
Now, we have got an exceptional deal on the show. I'm not being fair. That for $24.99, $22.50 if you're in the club as well. That is amazing value.
I think that would be £50 in a garden centre, quite easily.
Easily, if you could find it. And it is evergreen, so it does keep the leaves, but look at the flowers. And it's such a a prolific flower.
It is.
Over the summer, you'll get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds
It gets covered.
of flowers. It does.
Covered in flowers over the summer months. And once it's established, it's quite drought resistant as well. It grows freely down roadsides in the Mediterranean. There's nobody there watering those plants. Once it's established, this will be absolutely amazing. Great to have in pots because it's hardy down to about -5, so you might want to add some winter protection. If it's in a pot, you can move it easily.
You can always move it to a more sheltered position.
Yep.
I'll be honest, when you get it home, what I would do, this is the pot it comes in, I would repot it straight away. Get some of our professional compost, repot it straight away, and it will love you for that.
Yeah.
And this will be amazing next year. I mean, it's amazing now, but you repot it and it's going to be wonderful. But we are in the middle of the nursery. So YouGarden, they provided all the plants on our gardening shows for all of those years that you watched us. On, of course, our previous shopping channel, they provided all of the plants. We work directly with them now, so even better savings, better value. And the oleanders are literally, it's an 11-acre site, but they're over there, turn left, straight down, turn right, and then a final left. Here they are. Well, one of my favourite plants that we've had on the garden shows for years is oleanders, and we've got some beauties here, Peter.
Well, you know, this is a while stocks last though, Shaun, because this is, although it looks like there's quite a lot, there's only literally a few hundred here. These are the last now until next year, but if you want oleanders in your garden, they are beautiful. In fact, the fragrance today is intoxicating. I love the fact they're evergreen. I love the fact that they're a Mediterranean plant, but you can get away with it in the UK. They're hardy to about -5. So, you know, south of Birmingham, pretty much every year. But if you've got an exposed garden or site, then do give them a bit of protection. And of course, if you get them in pots over winter, pop them in the greenhouse, pop them in conservatory, anywhere where you can protect them from the worst of the frost.
And they do flower and flower all summer long, don't they?
They repeat flowers. So these have got, you know, bunches and bunches and bunches of flowers that are open, plus the buds, and it just keeps coming. And these ones are in the standard form. So they're in the straight stem with a lollipop of foliage and flowers on the top. So easy to grow, hardy to -5, they're evergreen, they flower, they're fragrant, they tick so many boxes. The only thing I always say about oleanders is don't eat them because they're not edible at all, but they are fabulous, fabulous garden plants.
And again, just looking at them all here, it gives you an idea of the consistency and the quality that you always get with YouGarden. You know, everyone is perfect.
That's what we try to do. And actually, you know, they're grown by our growers. These are grown actually in Sicily. They're fabulous quality. They're grown literally in the heart of where they should be grown, where they're native to. But none the more, they are absolutely fabulous for growing in the UK gardens.
And Peter, you know, occasionally I do go to garden centres, but only for like a coffee and no, only for cake and coffee, things like that. But you very rarely see oleanders.
You will rarely see them. I mean, they are one of those plants that we go to a great deal of trouble. We work with special growers who are able to export them from their country into the UK. It's a rarity. So get them while you can. This is the last of the stock for this year. So when they're gone, they're gone.
And as ever, you can find them on the YouGarden website. And we do have them on many of the TV shows, which is yougarden.com/TV. It is so lovely to see the quality of the plants. You know, so I've pretty much been across the whole 11 acres here at YouGarden, and the standards and the organisation is incredible. It really, really is. But if you do want to go for oleander, that is amazing value today. $24.99. Club members just £22.50. But if you haven't just joined us, good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV. Live today at 10 till 12. We're also back 2 till 4, and we have got live shows tomorrow, again 10 till 12 on Thursday and 2 till 4 as well. But I know some of you might be new to the show, because we've only been going a few weeks actually. We've had an amazing response, so thank you so much. But the TV shows are very special. You're going to get exclusive discounts and offers on every single TV show. Now, today's offer is our best-selling fertiliser. It's blooming fast. I've used this for years. Peter's used it for years. Bex has, and I know you have. You'll get £5 worth of blooming fast free with every single order today. And that will make 100 litres of premium plant food as well. Really high in your N, your P, your K. And that just means that you're going to get fantastic roots and shoots and flowers and fruits. It's an all-round multi-purpose plant food. All you need is 1 spoonful in your watering can, and that is it. You know, it does amaze me, and even some of my gardening friends, they'll buy the ready-made stuff. And that's just a ridiculous waste of money. You're paying for water. Obviously, you've got the nutrients and the feed in there, but if you buy it ready-made, it's just so expensive. And it makes no sense from an environmental point of view to, imagine all those lorries shipping crate loads of ready-made food fertilizer. You can make it yourself, You're going to get one of these free with every single order today. But you do need to use the YGTV9 code. That unlocks, we call it the magic key, because it doesn't just give you a free gift, it unlocks loads of other offers as well. Now, what we would love you to do today is also become a club member. So if you go to the website, so it's YouGarden.com, there's a banner at the top. So now, I know some of the feedback we got from the last shows was, how do you get back into the show? Now, we've made it really easy. You just click at the top there and you are straight back into the show. And it actually tells you now when we're live as well. You can see there, whenever we're live, it will actually tell you. But obviously you can stream the shows and watch them later as well. So the discount club, all you need to do is pay £5 for auto renewal or £10 for the year. £5 is the best one. It will automatically renew. You can cancel at any time. So that is the best one to go for. You'll get 10% off every plan and accessory order. That includes your compost. You'll get 5% off every outdoor living and gift order as well. That includes, we do loads of great, garden machinery and lawnmowers and secateurs, things like that. 5% off all of those. I'll be honest, we work on very low margins on those, but that 5% discount is still very, very welcome. You'll also get £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers. Now, you can use those against any order throughout the year, but you just use one every 3 months. So you've got one for, the first part of the year, the second one for kind of like March to June, etc. But that's £20 worth of value back. You'll also get exclusive offers, competitions, and you will get expert advice as well. But that will save you so much money. I never knew about the club until recently. I've joined and I saved an awful lot on my first couple of orders. So to do on the website, we make it really easy here at YouGarden. So we've put together a basket there, but look, there's a little reminder. It says, if you join our club today, you'll save £9 on this order. Now that sounds good because the club's a £5, isn't it, for auto renewal? So I'm going to join the club, add to basket, does it all for you. You don't need to be a tech wizard for this. There you go, £5 for the whole year, and now we've saved £9. We've spent 5, we've saved 9. Brilliant. But also, do you have an offer code? You do have an offer code today. You know what that offer code is. So YGTV9. Suddenly, look at this. Your total saving is nearly £70. And you'll see that all the discounts, it says there, club saving, and free blooming fast, that's in there as well. So it's a brilliant way of saving money. But you do need to just pop that code in your basket, of course. So nice to be here, and so nice to have our lovely gardening friends back. But let's talk about the compost, because when we presented the garden shows together on our previous channel, the compost, this is Bex, by the way, who joined us in the last year. She's a wonderful gardener. Like all gardeners, we're always learning, aren't we?
Always.
But you've had 8 weeks off, so you've learned a lot in those 8 weeks.
I've learned how to enjoy my garden.
Yes.
Sit in it.
Rather than working all the time. But we want to talk about the compost because this is our top-selling garden product from YouGarden, and it always has been. We've had thousands of 5-star reviews over the years. Why is it so good? Why is it better than just going to the supermarket and buying what they've got on offer?
Well,
all the garden centres.
Okay, there's a few different reasons. This is premium professional compost used by the nursery here. This is not just a compost they bring and sell to you and me at home. This is actually compost that they use in order to grow the plants that you're buying, that you're then getting delivered to your door. Now, the reason that they use it is amazing. It's amazing. They get some brilliant results from this. And that is why they have made it available for us to be able to use as consumers as well. It's about the texture. So texture and ingredients. Obviously the texture is made up from the ingredients, but let's cover those for you. Look at how, when I brunch this up into a ball and then I gently just let that fall apart, the texture is amazing, which means that the roots can get in here, they can spread, they can grow, they can form a really strong root structure. Have you ever done it? I have multiple times because I live in a very clayey area.
Yes, I have.
Take something out of its little pot that it comes in, plant it in the garden, doesn't do very well, and then at the end of the season you take it out and the roots are pretty much exactly the same as it was before.
Yeah.
It's because it hasn't got the best growing medium. That is what this is going to provide. This was grown in our premium professional compost, same plant grown in standard compost. You can instantly see the difference. And it's because of the texture, but those ingredients that are included in here. Okay, so there's 3 different types of peat, black and white peat, which has been reduced over the years because obviously there's an environmental issue.
Of course, yeah.
So it has been reduced over the years and replaced with even, you know, better ingredients, or at least complementary ingredients that all work together. Composted wood fibre to create that lovely light, friable, airy texture, but also that's going to help with water retention and water distribution. Lime to balance out the pH, a wetting agent, a slow release fertiliser, all working in harmony together, backed by science, scientifically proven to give the results that we want. And it will be the same mixture each and every time you buy this. Whether you buy some today or in 6 months' time, it will be the same. So you will get the same results time and time again.
And you do get it in 2 very handy 50-litre bags as well. I'm glad it, because you can buy, you know, get in the garden centre, you can buy a bag of 100 litres compost. I don't think it'd be anything like as good as this. In fact, I know it won't be. But a big 100-litre bag is that, you know, is an absolute nightmare to actually use. You know, it's heavy, it's big, it's not manageable. So we like to make it a little bit easy. Right, I might get into trouble. Do you think Peter, our boss, is working today?
No.
He's not working, he's on holiday, but...
He's on holiday.
Do you
think he's watching?
Right, well, Peter said this on our last show, so he can't tell me off for this, but... So if you buy 1 lot of compost now, you'll get your free blooming fast, right? Because it's got postage included. Just use that code. You could always come back and do a second order and you get another free gift. So... because postage is included, that doesn't work as well if you are paying postage. But if you're buying something, I did it when I placed my order.
Postage included.
Yeah. So because postage is included, if you bought some compost now, you get your free gift. If you did another order for compost or anything else, you'd still get another free gift. Just saying.
It's well worth it.
If I'm not here tomorrow, I shouldn't have said that, okay? It's a different present here with Bex tomorrow. Actually, you're not here tomorrow. It's Adam,
no, it's not me tomorrow.
Yes. Are you camping?
You've got Adam tomorrow.
Are you going camping?
I'm supposed to be on holiday right now, but I wanted to do this instead. So yes, I'm going camping. As soon as I've finished, I'm driving to go camping.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and then I'll be back every Wednesday and Thursday through September.
Great. And I'm here pretty much every Wednesday and Thursday as well. And if I'm not here, I'm on holiday as well. But I'm cutting down my holidays because I want to be here.
Yeah, it's quite fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. 170-125. Now, something else that, you know, I'd say the last couple of years became a top seller was the straw. And do you know what?
Yeah.
I have recommended this to so many of my gardening friends, particularly those that suffer with slugs and snails.
Yeah.
Because slugs and snails, you know, I'm not being funny, you know, they can destroy plants, can't they? There's nothing worse than spending a lot of time growing veg, plants, and then overnight the slugs literally just eat away at everything. But this is more than just a slug deterrent, isn't it?
It is so much more than a slug deterrent. Okay, so this is one of the main reasons to go for it. Okay, as a slug deterrent. So if you are growing, I mean, hostas is the one that always comes to me because I planted hostas last year and they were destroyed within 3 days.
And they look so horrible when they're full of holes. Don't they?
Honestly, this year I planted hosta. They're in pots and I have put mulch around the top of the pots. My hosta are absolutely incredible.
I've seen some pictures and they are perfect.
Luscious green leaves. There are no holes in there. There's no slugs and snails that have eaten them. And that is because I have used straw. It is a natural deterrent for slugs and snails. Okay, it's mineralised straw. It was developed at a university. I think it's Leeds University it was developed at. And it's a lovely natural way of keeping the slugs and snails away. It doesn't harm them at all. They just slither up to it and they go, ugh, I don't like that. And they'll disappear off somewhere else.
Yeah, they go next door.
But that's just one benefit.
It looks really neat and nice as well,
That's another benefit.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful that is. It makes the borders look absolutely uniform.
And it does cut down on weeds, doesn't it?
It does indeed. It's a great weed suppressant. It's also brilliant for retaining moisture in the ground as well, because you've got that lovely covering there.
And again, with climate change, you just never know.
No.
I mean, this year we've had lots of rain, but then last year it was dry as a bone for months, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Strulch just helps on so many different levels.
So many different levels, and we've talked a little bit about the echium and the oleander, about maybe wanting to provide these plants with just a little bit of extra winter protection.
Particularly
and that is what Strulch will do.
Herbaceous plants that die down, that are a little bit delicate, it gives you that extra protection rather.
Yeah.
But you say if you've got plants in pots as well, just having that around the roots, again, just giving you that blanket of protection. It's a brilliant product, and again, for club members, you're going to get 10% off that. Yeah.
Well, it stays active as well for up to 2 years. Okay, so the ingredients in there stay active for around 2 years. After that, all you're going to do is then dig it into the soil, which is then going to help to improve the texture of the soil on the ground, and then you can put some more down. And obviously at YouGarden, we're always going to be bringing you amazing offers.
Yeah, we really are. But it was a real discovery for both of us, Strulch. I didn't know anything about it until I worked with YouGarden.
I didn't think exactly that. Yeah. So I've worked, at that shopping channel previously. So I've worked with YouGarden.
Stop mentioning its name now.
I know. For 20 years.
Great time, it's nice to be in our new home.
Yeah.
I'm happy here.
I discovered this from working there, and I didn't think I would ever be able to grow hosta in my garden, just because they literally within 3 days they ate it. Now I know I can grow things that the slugs and snails normally would be munching on and eating on, that I never thought I could, and that's all down to the Strulch.
And previously, like you, Bex, I'd given up on hostas. Yeah, I love them.
I'd given up.
Yeah. But Strulch, so many benefits. Remember, you will get 10% off that for club members. Also, do use offer code YGTV9. Again, postage is included. So if you want to be cheeky, if you bought your compost, you'll get your free blooming fast. And then if you want to do, I'm being really naughty, but then if you want to do a second order, say for your Strulch, because that's got postage included as well, you would get a second blooming fast as well, because it is one per order. Don't forget, 100085. That is a little bit cheeky, but it works. Right, we've only got apparently 15 minutes left.
I was doing a little dance then.
What a lovely show. And thank you to everyone that's watching live on YouTube, Facebook, and of course on the YouGarden website. And we were amazed how busy the first shows were, actually. Yeah. So, we actually sold out lots of things, and it's just so nice to be back. And we are going to be regular now, because a lot of you are saying, when's the next show? And, so we are Wednesday and Thursday, 10 till 2, 2 till 4, and the best of on a Sunday as well at 10 o'clock. Right, where do you want to go, Bex? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking sorbet, viola sorbet.
We saved one of the best till last, actually, didn't we?
Love these.
Oh, my word. And you get all of these, don't you, as well?
You get all of them.
30 of these.
Garden ready.
These are so cute.
I love them.
They're stunning, aren't they?
So I love how small the flowers are, which normally isn't a selling point, is it? That's not normally something great. But they are petite and delicate and lovely. I think they're absolutely glorious. Go for both, because you'll get the big flowers off here, and then you'll get the tiny, the delicate flowers on this one.
And the thing is, with violas, you get so many of these flowers, don't you?
So many. So they are profusely blooming new viola mix. This is absolutely incredible. Winter hardy, easy to grow. February, March, April, May, you'll get flowers all the way through those very cold, dark, horrible months. So it's going to give you that lovely winter interest. They have a lovely light fragrance to them as well. They're going to be attractive to wildlife. They're going to give them that early season feed that is needed. And I think this is really important. This is something that we, as gardeners, we learn, over the years, that's something that we want to do. We want to provide those, that bit of early nectar to those pollinators in our gardens. Having that movement. I mean, my husband mentioned, because I've been spending so much time in the garden, all of a sudden we're getting loads of visitors to the garden. We're getting loads of birds and all sorts. Yeah. And the movement that creates in your garden, not just from having plants there, but also wildlife, is absolutely incredible. Your viola sorbet mix is going to give that to you.
And just a little extra, you can actually eat, of course, violas.
Yes, you can, can't you? Yeah. I'd forgotten that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the best of I'm not bad at cooking, but I'm not really I'm quite basic.
Pub grub.
Yeah, I'm not bad.
I'm with you.
But you know,
I'm
you
with
do
you.
see the top chefs, don't you? When you know, there's really good at making food look really appetising. They do just scatter.
To be honest, you can just
violas
do
on
that.
them.
A little bit of a salad, put those on, and honestly, it's just these little tricks that actually elevate everything. I mean,
Do you know
I'm
what?
going to grow them because they look beautiful.
I'm really sorry. I'm going to eat one of these. I'm just going to see.
you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it live on the show.
Oh, why not?
Right.
I'm going to do it as well.
Let's just see. I think, if I remember rightly, they're kind of quite peppery, aren't they?
Oh,
They're
they
actually
are.
really nice. You better not eat more, but they are. Otherwise, you're tuning into this afternoon's show.
It's a lovely flavour, actually.
I'm just going to have one more.
She's hungry. It's lunchtime.
They're nice.
They're lovely.
They remind me like a peppery watercress.
Yeah.
They're actually really nice. Maybe next time we do a jacket potato, discuss.
Do you know what? With 30 of these garden-ready plants, and garden-ready means that they are obviously ready for you to plant out in your garden.
Yeah.
30 of these planted out, you'll have plenty to be able to eat and plenty to have as a beautiful display.
Jokes apart, they do look really attractive. That's just
They
a little
do.
aside. They, I know many of you will just enjoy their wonderful winter colour, and they will flower all the way through the winter. These lovely, smiley, happy little faces. And so what I love about violas, yes, the flowers are smaller than the pansy, but you get so many of them, don't you?
You get so many of them, and actually, you need the variety in your garden. Yeah, we love a big flowering thing, but so this year I got completely turned on to lobelias, those lovely small petite flowers,
Yeah, of course,
and an
in mass, they
entire
look great.
basket filled with that en masse, as you say.
Yeah.
That looks incredible. 30 of these garden-ready plants. They spread to about 20 by 20. So depending on the size of your pot, you put maybe 5 in there, and you'll get the most beautiful display. And you could have 6 pots like that with 30 plants.
Now, I'm not big fan of it. If that was put in a 9 centimetre pot, rather, a lot of the garden centres do sell individual bedding plants. That could easily be, $2.99, something like that. These are garden ready. They're really strong, healthy plants. YouGarden, they grow so many of their own plants, and they are so strong and healthy. They work out six pence a plant, don't they? Yeah.
Well done. My maths isn't that good.
Yeah, it is. It's around about that. 66 pence a plant. 1997 410 157. Don't forget, use that offer code. I know I've gone on and on about it, but I want you to get your premium fertiliser Blooming Fast. That's worth £5. That will make 20 watering cans on average of our premium plant food. That's the best that we've used. Quite a few people on Facebook said to me, what plant food do you use? Your garden looks great. It's this. This is it. This is what we use. And I can honestly say it makes such a huge difference. It amazes me how many of my gardening friends don't feed their plants enough.
I know. Well, do you know what? I never used to. I thought they need watering. They need watering. The soil's going to give them all the nutrients they need. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And now I've started using it. I see the amazing results from it.
You really do.
And when you drive past those gardens and you think, wow, look at their flowers. They're feeding their plants. And that is what this is going to allow you to do. High in all of the, phosphorus and nitrates and all the rest of it, so that you get your strong roots, you get your strong and it's going to give you better flowers, better fruits. You'll be blown away, honestly.
You really will. And it's free with every order today. If you place 2 or 3 separate orders, you'll get 2 or 3 of those as well. Shall we go back to the incredible Benelli bicolour? Because these are gorgeous. I know you've loved these today on YouGarden TV.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised. The varieties you get here, the bicolours, are incredible, aren't they?
They're so pretty. You're getting such a beautiful mixture of all these colours in here because you're getting garden-ready plants and you're getting 30 of them. Again, garden-ready, ready for you to plant out into your garden. It is a perennial. It has these lovely evergreen leaves. They're in flower right now. I mean, we say normal flowering season, November through to April, but these ones that we've got here, which are indicative of what you will receive, they are starting to flower now. They're lovely and compact with the way that they grow. We're talking 20 by 20 centimetres. So again, think about in a 30 centimetre pot, you'd put maybe 3 or 5 of these in there.
And look at all of those buds coming. What I will say,
so many.
Do deadhead them.
Yes.
Because they will just keep going and going and going.
They will, all the way through to April.
But it's this bicolour. Look at this. It's gorgeous. orange red tips to that yellow. They're stunning, aren't they?
And primroses, so these are, so they're woodland plants normally.
Yeah.
So these actually don't mind a bit of shade at all. So these aren't something that you need to plant in direct sunshine. If you've got a shady area, they're going to be absolutely fine because that's their natural kind of habitat anyway, with being, a woodland plant.
I've got some of these under a eucalyptus tree. The only thing I have to, because it's really dry under that, I do have to give them a bit of a water sometimes, but they don't mind that shady area at all. Great for hanging baskets, great for your winter pots and things like that, and great for beds and borders. And these will come back year after year after year.
They will.
The clumps will get bigger. You can divide them quite easily as well. But we were saying, I think, although we love our summer bedding, things like that, if you've got primroses that come back year after year after year, it's just such great value, isn't it?
Yeah. I need some primroses. I haven't got them in my garden.
Yes.
There's so many things I haven't got.
And you need to get those primroses as well. Can I say a massive thank you to everybody? We've got 5 minutes on the show. There's a couple of things we need to squeeze in. 2 of the favourites today, the tulips, the Paradise Purple, and the Echium as well. And well done for getting the tulips, and we've sold a huge amount of these over the past few weeks. But it is the variety. Look at the colour palette. Sometimes in winter we go for bright colours and they can look great, don't get me wrong. But this is really sophisticated. I think there's something very kind of regal about this, isn't there?
Well, it's got that regal purple in there, that beautiful, that one in the centre there. It's a real deep, dark, regal purple. You've got the fimbriata, those kind of edges that you've got on those ones, called fimbriata. I think it's really kind of, it's almost designer looking. I love that mixture of purples and whites, and it's absolutely beautiful. This particular mix has been available for a little while. It's always a bestseller. I know it was a bestseller last year. It continued to be a bestseller this year. You absolutely adore it, and that's why YouGarden bring it back for you. Incredible value for money here as well.
And actually, postage is included.
It is.
Your free gift is worth $4.99. So if you work out the value, it's £7 for those delivered.
And it's
amazing.
We love it when the tulips start to come through. I know, but this is the time to be thinking about planting them. We want them to be planting August, September into October. That is the perfect time to be planting out your spring bulbs. When those spring bulbs start to pop through, come sort of March, April time next year, it's the heralding that spring is here. Warmer days are on the way. I love a spring bulb. I think tulips are iconic.
I just want to share the quality. They're big bulbs.
They're good.
You're not going to get a mixture of sizes where some are too small to flower. Every bulb is of premium quality. They're Dutch grown, of course.
Yes.
Inside it, there's already the embryo of a flower, so it's ready to start growing. It's raring to grow, it just needs planting. We always say the golden rule is plant those 2 to 3 times the size of the bulb. So if that's, say, 2 centimetres, you plant it, say I'd plant that about 6 centimetres.
Yep.
But as we said, bulbs they're quite clever, aren't they? So,
they're very clever.
If they're too deeply planted, they tend to just push themselves up a bit. If they're too shallow, the roots will gently pull them down as well. And I think with tulips, the flowers that you get, they are so elegant and beautiful, aren't they?
I love them.
The shape of them, the colour that you've got here.
That cup that you get, it's so pretty.
Yeah, my mum, who's hopefully watching, hello mum, by the way. I feel bad, I've not seen her a lot this week, but she's been out in the garden, she's been happy.
She'll be fine.
But she had some great tulips last year. My mum actually grew these last year.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, and they looked amazing.
Very nice.
She had them with white pansies, remember?
Yep.
And
It's that purple and white mix.
Yeah.
It's beautiful colour, very designer looking.
But they've been one of the top sellers today, so get them while we've got the stock. 600-245 is the item. And then we've got a real bargain today, and I don't use that word lightly, but this is a steal of a deal. We've sold the Echium Pride of Madeira previously, and I never bought one because I always thought they weren't expensive, but they're about £40.
Yeah.
But we are clearing the last few of these today at $14.99. Don't forget postage, you only pay the postage once. So whatever you're ordering, whatever the highest postage is, and that's probably going to be the big items, like the Echium, the oleander, that postage is all you pay for the entire order. So put together a big order right now, and all you pay is that one postage. But there is something structurally about the flowers that is incredible with this. These are huge spikes, aren't they?
Huge, huge. Look, that is the spike of flower.
There
and
you
it can
go.
reach 1.5 meters, 2 meters in height. This is absolutely incredible. The kind of tall, the stately spires that you're going to get from these. Of those, I mean, look at that. Look at that display. You definitely want to have one of those in your garden. People will be asking you what they are.
Yeah.
The wildlife are going to be buzzing around those. The bees are going to love them. I think the butterflies are going to totally enjoy those as well. It is a dramatic garden plant. It is one that has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. Please don't take that lightly. That is a very, very important accolade. It means it's a proven performer in our gardens. It's winter hardy down to about -5, so should be okay in most scenarios. Might need a bit of extra winter protection in some areas of the country. It's a biennial plant, but this self-seeds kind of profusely, prolifically.
Great.
So once you've got this in your garden, you should then never have to buy another one ever again, because you'll have a constant supply of them.
No, I haven't planted mine yet. I'll do it. I've got, I'm off on Saturday, so I'll plant it there. But a sunny, well-drained spot is ideal.
Sunny, well-drained spot for this, for sure. It's going to really enjoy a lot of sunshine. And the spikes that are going to come out of this, they're going to appear as if from nowhere.
I can't wait.
It's going to be stunning.
I cannot wait. I've always wanted one of these.
Absolutely stunning.
I got mine. This is the very last of the stock for this season, this year. So if you want it, $14.99 is all you're going to pay.
Beautiful.
YGTV9 is, of course, that code that you need to put in. We have had a wonderful time, haven't we?
We really have. I can't believe that's 2 hours gone already.
Should we do it all again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
So we would love you to rejoin us. We've got a different selection at 2 o'clock. We'll go back to some of the favourites. What's your favourite on the afternoon show? Are you going to keep that secret?
No, I'm keeping it secret.
Okay. Wow, we're not going to tell you either.
You've got to tune in.
Yeah. So do join us again. You can stream us live on YouTube and on Facebook and on the YouGarden website as well. And I'm going to say it one final time. Make sure you pop in your code YGTV9 and you'll get your free gift on all of those promotions. From myself, Shaun Ryan, and the wonderful Bex, thank you so much for joining us live in the potting shed with, of course, YouGarden.